right back.
So grab a beer and a smoke and sit your butt back down. Stay right here.
Powerful, epic music by Toothbox Roll. Life-changing lyrics come in every style, empowering humanity to finally unlock the chains of bondage. Experience the edgy side of positive music and rock your world today. From Primal to Divine, available now at sassyalternativemusic.com.
I suggest we look inconspicuous until he calls.
Well, that's easy for me, but look at you. You're all there in that black cape and all. It's not like you can be incognito.
And you think what you're wearing is subtle?
Oh, it's a fashion statement, silly.
Maybe in San Francisco.
Oh, I have friends there. Maybe after we do this, we can zip over to there and have a quick visit.
Is that all you can think about?
Oh, dude, what am I supposed to do? I can't even remember the last time we had any fun.
What do you expect? We were in chains and in the cage.
Oh, that didn't stop us before.
Breaking news. The president is about to speak from the Oval Office about the latest scandal rocking his administration. Let's take you there now.
Thank you. My fellow Americans, history has shown I have a huge respect for the pothead community. I myself have inhaled many times, and I know all you stoners came out huge for me in the election. So I wanted to assure you that if you smoke pot to pay your taxes, we'll leave you alone. Or at least until we've rounded up everyone getting high and not paying their taxes.
Oh, I wonder what's taking them so long.
Maybe he's tied up.
Oh, I'm so jealous. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could get a room.
Oh, that brings back memories.
What do you mean, memories?
Oh, we're coming up on an anniversary.
What anniversary?
Oh, it's a year, silly.
Has it been that long already?
Oh, you didn't have to say it that way. It's not like you're the easiest person to get along with either.
I just can't believe it's been a year.
You know, sometimes you're a jerk.
What's your problem?
Oh, my problem's you.
Is it that time of the month again?
Oh, you're just a big fat jerk.
Has anybody ever told you got a big mouth?
Let's just get the room and get this over with.
Do you always have to be such a bitch?
Oh, I'm not a bitch.
Why don't we just get the room, get a good night's rest, and tomorrow you'll feel differently.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you're getting rather emotional.
I can't help it, you're such a jerk.
If you want to contact the John LeBang Show, feel free to send an email to jlebang@live.com. And if you're on Twitter, look him up at John LeBang. And don't forget to go to his Facebook page at The John LeBang Show. Banger. Now here's John.
This next little story I'm going to talk about is for all you, sexual perverts out there. You guys out there that, you can't even say sexual perverts anymore because the way things are going, you're better off getting a sex robot versus having a girlfriend because you can't make advances on women anymore. Because if you make an advance on a woman and it's unwanted and they feel weird about it, they can just say you were sexually harassing them and you can lose your job, maybe get arrested, have charges filed against you. So maybe you're not a pervert for wanting a sex robot, but you might not be too smart according to this next story out of Indy 100. It's an independent internet magazine. And they're saying that sex robots could be hacked to, yes, murder people. So all you guys out there, and there's probably women out there that wouldn't mind a sex robot, you got to take this into consideration that through wireless means, your sex robot could not only give you some of that loving you desperately need, But after the fact, it could kill you if somebody hacks into it, if somebody knows how to do those sorts of things. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. 1 minute you're in ecstasy, the next minute you're dead. Guess there's no better way to go, getting banged by a sex robot and then getting killed by him. Oh, boy. This is where the world is at. We're stuck here. There doesn't seem a way to escape it. People aren't changing their behavior. We're going to continue to trolley down this track, and wherever it ends up, hopefully I'm not around, You start thinking to yourself, how long do I want to live in a world that's this crazy? People grasp and hang on to life, but when you look at the world around us, you start wondering what the heck's worth hanging around for, These people are all nuts out here. Not that I'm advocating any kind of weird thoughts there or anything. I'm just saying that, people want to live to be 100 and, 150, and there's talk of people, putting their brains in robots. Why? What the heck, man? Live out your duration here, whatever, nature sets out for you, and when your ticker stops, it stops, It's not like you have to worry, It's not like the world is freaking awesome right now. That's what I'm saying. It gets to the point, I've sent out, how do I handle this? Recently, I've done some posts, and I've sent out some emails to different people. And their replies to me boggle the imagination. Either they don't know how to read, or they do not know anything about reading comprehension. I'd mention, because it's a big subject right now, the fact that the Sessions Trump administration there, those guys are going to start going after people in states. They're going to start crossing those lines about the pot deal. And a lot of people are all freaking out, And I mentioned, it was just a short mention, because obviously people don't understand that they've taken things away from you. And even if they were to legalize marijuana, all they are is giving it back to you with stipulations. So I made a comment on a post because I saw a lot of stupid potheads who have smoked too much pot. And I don't care how much pot you smoke. It doesn't bother me. You want to fry your brain out or whatever, that's up to you, man. I'm all good about that. But if you're going to comment on a subject, don't let your pot brain clog what you're saying, because obviously you guys aren't thinking. I forgot what I said. I said something like, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but we need not legalize marijuana. We need to decriminalize it. And the first genius stoner out there who read it didn't read it. Either that or he couldn't comprehend it. Maybe he was too high. Maybe his eyes were too red. I don't know. But it's like, what are you against us just getting high, man? So I unleashed on the young fella, the old fella, whoever he was, the moron, the nitwit, the twit. Do you even read, fella? Because decriminalize doesn't mean that I'm stopping you from smoking your weed, bro. Doesn't mean that at all. In fact, it means you can smoke your weed and the government has no regulation on it. But because you're so smart as a stoner, you don't even read the damn line, or you don't comprehend it. I'm not sure which. Could be both. Could be that you're just too stoned, that you're just stupefied. But I don't know if that's the case for everybody. Maybe they're all just stupid. Because I sent out some notifications in regards to a recent event I had, and on a day that I would like to discuss some stuff with them on the radio, and telling them when it's going to be aired and such a thing. And these people email me back saying, when can we do this? So then I have to think about it. I'm like, okay, since I gave you the option, because it's 2 months away from now, I gave you the option. You don't want to do it. Obviously, you want me to do it. Okay, I'm going to give you a date sometime in February, because I'm not doing it until March. Oh, how about tomorrow? I get in a reply. I'm like, well, first, I can't do it tomorrow. But second, what's the point? It's going to be 2 months old by the time it airs. People amaze me. People truly amaze me. They don't read. That's what it is. They see a few things. They stop reading. They stop reading and immediately either react to it or have a question, which is a reaction anyways. So they react to the first line or two. They don't get to the rest of the story. That's what's the problem with the people on the internet with reading news stories, and they only get the first few lines, and the news media knows that. They only get the first few lines, so they give you the BS up front, the propaganda up front, and then by the end of the story, when they know you're not going to read it, man, that's too far. That's like 6 paragraphs down. They're never going to read this, the majority of people anyways. We'll put the truth, we'll put the whole thing down there, if we put it in at all. But if we do, it's going to be down there at the bottom. And this just kills me. Because it's not just one person, and it's not just Americans, and it's not just this or that. It's a whole bunch of people. They don't look into things thoroughly. They believe the first couple lines, whatever anybody ever tells them. I could say your hair's on fire, and they'd probably believe it. They'd go and look in the mirror. Is it? Oh, shit. Got to bleep that out. Hear the new bleepers, folks? I'm doing that just to keep us within guidelines of the the radio industry. Plus, it also makes it funny when I say shit and they block it off, right? Just say shit and they got to block it. So when you say those sort of things, they got to block it and be, it's a fun thing to do. Keeps everybody active around here. And it looks like that's about it, folks. We don't have much more time in the broadcast, so I wanted to thank you very much for tuning in into the first regular scheduling broadcast that we've had for the 2018 year. It's time to get on out of here. So I want to thank you. I want to thank our affiliate stations. Don't forget to go to our website. That's www.jlebang.com. Thank you all for listening. And until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, this is John LeBang signing off from the Banger Studios.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance is futile.
Hey, Geek, what's wrong with the tin can?
Oh, she's upset over my new creation.
And what's your new creation?
Oh, it's the iDoor 2000.
And you didn't think that was going to be a problem, huh?
I don't know what you mean.
You know how jealous women get?
I know, I should have thought of that.
You're in big trouble, fella.
Maybe I shouldn't have put that emotion chip in her.
Yeah, that was another dumb idea you did. Giving her emotions was like giving yourself an enema.
I wonder if God had second thoughts about giving women emotions.
I don't know. I'll ask him the next time I see him.
What do you mean?
Just never mind. Can I give you a piece of advice?
Oh, what's that?
Watch your back. Talk to you later, Geek.